Have you ever felt like your self-worth is determined by the number on the scale, the size of your clothes, or heck, any other number for that matter? Well, it's time to break free from that stinking thinking. In this video, I'm going to share with you why your self-worth goes far beyond the size of your body. If you're ready to embrace self-worth that has nothing to do with numbers, this video is for you. Let's start by talking about where this idea even comes from. Why do so many of us women believe that our self-worth is determined by the size of our body or the number on the scale? Well, it's probably not surprising to you that diet culture and societal norms have played a huge role in this. We are constantly bombarded with shitty messages telling us that we need to be smaller, we need to be thinner, we need to be more ideal to be valued and accepted. These messages come at us from all different angles: social media, TV, magazines, advertising, heck, even well-meaning friends and family give us these messages at times. So it's not surprising that as we're inundated with all these messages about this, that we start to internalize that, and this becomes a belief that if we would just make our bodies smaller or we would become thinner, that we would be worthy of love and respect and accepted. But here's the truth. Not only is this belief harmful, it's just not true. Our society tends to equate thinness with health, beauty, success, and even self-discipline, while those of us in larger bodies are often unfairly stigmatized. This leads us to believe that being a certain number on the scale or a certain body size is worthy of love and respect. But the reality is, your worth has nothing to do with the size of your body. So why doesn't your size define you? Well, let's break it down. First, your body is just one part of you. And honestly, the size of our bodies are the least important thing about any of us. Looking at somebody's body size doesn't tell us anything about who they are. It doesn't tell us anything about their gifts, their talents, their kindness, their spirit. It just doesn't tell us anything about them as a person. Your body is your vessel, and regardless of its size, it's worthy of respect. Take a minute and think about the people that you love most, your friends, your family, etc. Do you love them because of the way that they look? Or do you love them because of their personality, their humor, their kindness, their generosity? I'm guessing that why you love them has nothing to do with the way they look. And the same is true for you. You are worthy of kindness and respect regardless of the size of your body, and you are loved and worthy and valuable for who you are as a person. Your humor, your kindness, your gifts, your talents, and all of that. Your worth has nothing to do with the size of your body. We need to remember that the qualities that truly define us, our compassion, our creativity, our resilience, are what make us valuable and worthy. No number on a scale can ever truly define who we are. I used to think that my self-worth was tied to how much I weighed or what size clothing I could fit into. I believed that if I could just get smaller, I would be happier, I would be successful, I would find love. But let me tell you, even at my smallest, I was still searching for validation. It wasn't until I started embracing who I was beyond my body that I truly began to feel whole and to live life out loud and unapologetically and take up space just as I am, fat and all. Let's talk about the harm that can come from tying your self-worth to the number on a scale or the size of your clothes. When you believe your value is based on your appearance, it can lead to a lot of negative outcomes. For one, it fosters a constant sense of inadequacy. Sometimes I cannot pronounce my words. No matter how much weight you lose or how much you try to conform to societal standards, it's never enough. This mindset also fuels unhealthy behaviors like disordered eating, over-exercising, or engaging in harmful diets that can take a toll on both your physical health and your mental health. Plus, it can damage your self-esteem, making it harder for you to recognize your true worth and potential. When we base our self-worth on the size of our body, we're setting ourselves up for a lifetime of disappointment. Bodies change throughout the different stages of life, as well as something like a health issue, medication we take, having babies, and that's okay. Bodies are meant to change. What really matters is how we feel about ourselves, not how we look. So, how do we start embracing our self-worth today? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I'm going to tell you. First, before I share those tips with you though, I think that this is an important step to take. I believe that in order for us to change, we have to be willing to admit that there is a belief there. The belief is that our self-worth is defined by the number on a scale or the size of our clothing. So you have to be willing to admit that you have that belief. And then the next step after that is I like to ask myself, is this belief hurting or helping me? Because you're here watching this video, I believe that you are ready to admit that you have this belief and you believe that it is hurting you, not helping you. Okay, so now we're ready to move on to the tips that will help you start embracing your self-worth today. Tip number 1, practice self-compassion. It all starts with being kind to yourself. Recognize that you are more than your appearance and that everyone has intrinsic value. When those negative thoughts do creep in, challenge them and reframe them to positive thoughts and be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up because you are having that negative thinking. Remember, self-compassion, be kind to yourself. Tip number 2, surround yourself with positive influence. Fill your social media feeds with body positive people that inspire you to just be unapologetically you, and remove those people that make you feel less than or like you are not enough because of the size of your body. Tip number 3, focus on your strengths. Take time to appreciate your talents, your kindness, your compassion. I really encourage you to write some of these things down. If you find yourself struggling with this one, reach out to friends and family and ask them, hey, what are some strengths about me that you see? And jot those down. I think it's really important that you focus on your strengths. And take it a step further and write down the things that you love about yourself that have nothing to do with the way your body looks. Tip number 4, seek support. There is nothing wrong with needing to reach out to a counselor, a therapist, or if it's, not that serious and you think that a trusted family member or a friend could help you, reach out to them. There is nothing like having a cheerleader in your corner that is there to help remind you how worthy and lovable and amazing you are. All of this is a journey, not a destination. It takes time. You're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. Just remember to be kind to yourself. You are worthy just as you are. Your size does not determine your value, and you deserve to live a life free from society's bullshit body standards. Embrace your self-worth today and every day. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and share it with somebody that could use this message.